I mean, mostly I don't want to die. I'd like to be strong. And since bills and insurance are kicking my ass, some money wouldn't hurt. Also, being able to dodge a goblin coughing on me and not getting my ass kicked by the germs would be nice. Oh, and I want to be smart so I can not get tricked by assholes in dungeons ever again. Oh, come on! What good is a wish if I can't solve all my problems? Fine. But how am I going to become someone who's strong, smart, rich, and... I wish I was Batman!
Face to face this time again. We walk once more to the end. Burn it down, burn it down. Waves can't put out my flame. Death will never write my name. Burn it down, burn it down. They say the memory of me is fading. I've heard it all before. Don't tell me everyone around is waiting. And they all say, tear it down, burn it down. And they're hoping, better tear it down, burn it down. When the world falls through and all is ash again, will you all pretend if this is the end? I'll do it again.
What a weird dream. Nope, it can't be a dream if I'm in the hospital again. Oh hey, I got my arm back. And my leg. Now I just have to give them both up again to pay the hospital bill. Hold on. How did they grow back? Am I immortal?
Oh, good. He's done screaming.
The Hunter organization took care of your hospital bill this time, so you can calm down.
My name is Jinchul, and I'd like it if you could go to this website and fill out a survey after you were discharged.
Also, if you could stop going into dungeons, that would really help our image.
What kind of survey?
Oh, you know, just the standard stuff. How was your treatment? Do you feel better? Why are you still alive after a double dungeon incident that murdered so many people that were clearly stronger than you? And to have multiple witness statements from the only 5 survivors. Also, we need to run a test outside your basic medical checkup.
Is this covered by my insurance?
Thankfully for you and your bank, this is not a medical procedure.
So on a scale of 1 to Batman, where am I?
I wouldn't pick a fight with any Pomeranians if I were you, Mr. Wayne.
You'd fall over dead if Alfred sneezed on you.
Aww. Well, at least that answers one question. I obviously can't see this. Yeah, I'd need a Lazarus pit for that, but I don't think that's covered by my HMA.
Talking to yourself again? This is why we tell people you're committed, because you practically live here. You should be in the psych ward, not the medical ward. I'm sure they have a nice white jacket just for you.
Oh, hey sis. I see you're in a good mood today. Someone must have gotten their hands on some hospital jello. Did it have the special powder? Or are you just pretending to be normal for all the cute doctors?
I'm not the one whose only love prospects ask him for a urine sample. Sorry to break it to you, bro, but they only want to suck your blood. Nothing else. They said you were pretty fucked up when you came in. I just told them that's how ugly you normally look.
You're just mad I'm sleeping in the comfy bed tonight.
Oh, hey, look! Crazy straps!
You need to get your fetishes under control, sis. They aren't those kind of doctors.
I mean, $20 is $20, my guy.
Why are you here?
To laugh at my dumbass brother.
Who pays all your tuition, keeps our mother alive, a roof over your head, and food on the table?
And who cooks the food?
Well, you gotta do something, or else I'd have no use for you. Also, we split the cooking 50-50.
Really miss these family talks, bro. Since you are both conscious and not in pieces, I'm gonna head out. I'm hanging out with friends.
The random homeless person you gave $5 to, so they would follow you up here and pretend you have a social life, doesn't count.
Bums are people too, asshole! And she's not homeless! She's a friend from school.
You have friends? Well, that was a bit of fun sibling bonding. Now to get back to my floating mental breakdown word bubble dilemma. Fine, whatever. I'm arguing with a fucking text box. Okay, Mr. Menu Guy. Yeah, that does sound a little Log Horizon Abridged. So, what's up, screen thingy? No need to be rude. Yeah, I'm on it. Open. What the? Gross! Get rid of this! Fucking corporate vultures everywhere. Can I just pay 1 gold later and activate it now? Oh, screw you. What's the next message? Push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice? What, am I on the Super Saiyan diet? Screw that noise. I'm not trying to get on the Saitama exercise routine. I like my hair just where it is, on top of my head. What the hell? Where am I? Why? I've been hospitalized, you ass! Oh, fuck off. So what's my penalty? Well, that's not so bad. Oh, come on! I asked to be Batman, you know? So why does it feel like I'm suddenly in Beetlejuice? Running from giant sandworms! Seriously! Now you decide to stop texting me! When I get out of here, you are getting a serious talking to! Fuck you!
He's been jogging every day.
Gotta go fast.
I guess he's recovered. What the fuck?
They say hunters heal fast.
That's not all they say about hunters.
Husband hunting at work? Really?
I'm just saying, he's probably got a big bank account.
Gross.
Looks like they were able to reattach his leg. Better go get ready for the Capitol Grill when he gets released. Mama's eating steak later!
Hey, Lucius. That's next. Okay, time to put 3 more points in his strength. Yeah, you're my high-tech helper. Nah, you're not that cool. Anyway, time to throw some more points into strength. Look, body first, brains next. I wish you had a mute button so I could shut you up.
Leave him alone. It ain't right to mess with the crazies.
Yeah, I should probably get to my room first. Come on, gotcha gods. Daddy needs a win. All I've gotten so far is a bunch of useless crap. Don't be like Mihoyo and give me any 50-50 crap. Be like the first Descendant and at least give me a chance at some booty. Please tell me this is the key to some hot girl's chastity belt. This isn't another Weeping Angels Double Dungeon presented by Squid Games, is it? Because I don't think I've recovered from the trauma yet. I've just had a lot of really neat distractions.
New D-rank gates have appeared in these locations. The C-rank gates in the Upper East and Midtown areas are currently... Something funny, Hana?
Did you walk out of this house this morning and think, I'm going to do a report in my pajamas today?
Not all of us have an A-rank hunter to mooch off of to afford designer brands, bitch!
Over here, listen, you little shit! I had to walk my ass up to get to this desk!
Is that what you call all those late-night moaning in the president's office?
You're just mad that every man you're interested in thinks you're a basic bitch. In her mid-30s, whose highest accomplishment was a where-to-go reject.
As opposed to a talentless hag who can barely read a teleprompter, and her only redeeming feature is that her road to the desk is covered in more baby oil than a P-Diddy party!
Hag? That's rich coming from a girl with so bland that she couldn't even become a bottom-tier idol.
Oh yeah? When we said you should try Angabola, that didn't mean you had to actually carry the president's balls!
Oh, you wanna go, crap?
I'd punch her in the face right now, but I'd have to hit you through 5 layers of makeup to make contact!
That's it!
And this just in, Hannah's mouth does feel amazing. We'll be right back after this.
So I decided to skip whatever drama my sister was gonna dump on me today and take a nice, relaxing stroll through a dungeon. Because no matter how close to death I may get, still better than spending an hour talking to my sister about anything. Well, time to fit my key into this dungeon's lock. I really gotta stop thinking about conversations with my sister before I say things. Alright, Jinwoo. Time to put your game face on. Goblins off the bat, huh? And 3 of them. Fuck. Well, I had to face my mortal enemies at some point. Probably best to get it over with at the start. Okay, let's test my new stats. Hey, dick move! Do you know how much one that cost? This was a gift from my mom! That's for my backpack! Can't tell if it's the stats or the vengeance that did that. Bastards! Someone thinks they're a cold drink of water. So too bad for you, I'm here for just ice! So, Blue and his evil clues showed up, and I had to old yeller those bitches. Look, euthanasia via sword is practically the same thing. Plus, they gave me lots of neat items. I wonder what else is in here that I can euthanize. As I kept going, my levels went up, along with all my stats. And the mobs became easier. The names changed from red to orange to white. I wonder what that's about. And I kept going until I ran out of mobs and had to face the boss. Suddenly I'm in New York City. And like always, the metro is never on time. Snakes! It had to be snakes. Why couldn't I just fight a giant version of Pizza Rat?
Use the check of steel! Did I bring this broken stone into a boss fight? Shit! Oh, Craig's finally here. That's it! Overgrowth danger noodle! No one throws public transportation at Jinwoo and gets away with it!
Okay, we can let it slide.
Turning me into a Miley Cyrus song. This is where I draw the line. It's it. I've had it with this monkey fighting snake and this Monday to Friday subway. Okay, pal. Let's fucking go! I won't let this be like last time. Let's hug it out! Just die already!
Glad that's over. That's what I'm talking about! Loot! Though I would prefer a utility belt. It's not very Batman-like. Huh. Yeah, I guess you're right. Looks like we're back in Korea. Aw, I'm gonna miss New York's subway system.
Are you a hunter?
Yeah?
Oh good, right this way.
Was there a dungeon break?
Yes, but the boss is all that's left, and the other hunters need help.
I guess I could test my new stats out. Successful test.